you're attending events and sessions and you're sharing information and you're giving seminars to either your clients or prospects or referral partners, you can't do it every day, and you are limited by time and space, who can attend and how can you reach them. Another problem I have is the source. A lot of real estate education is done by the individual going to a source, which I read articles that are way off the mark, even authoritative pieces that are way off the mark. I believe much more strongly in the professionals themselves, as you are, creating, and I don't say content because we're not in the entertainment business, but really demonstrating authority and then directly delivering it to an intended audience. I think it's a weak idea to let people just rummage and forage for themselves for some scraps that someone who has no skin in the game is writing, pontificating from 19 states away, doesn't know your local market. I think it's far more beneficial to the people in the market who have a financial incentive to get in front of people who can hire or refer them to push that information. There's far too little of that. I think that we really not even scratched the surface of this type of digital dissemination where a professional is willing to really share their knowledge base with others for the purpose of benefiting consumers, also for the purpose of really distinguishing themselves from others. That's what's done. That's what Plug Intro was designed to do. I got really annoyed when clients were saying, well, isn't it this way? I said, wait, why? Where did you get that? I mean, let me give you one little quick anecdote. I'm sitting in this one market here, and these really top level agents in a mastermind said, listen, we have people talking to us in our little tiny enclave here about the news. I mean, that's Oklahoma. Over here, we're getting cash buyers from New York. Here are trends. This is not subject to what a writer and newswire writer. This is what we're doing here, street to street, neighborhood to neighborhood. A new restaurant went up. This happened at the school. So that's really, that really makes me crazy where professionals ignore the opportunity to directly deliver their message, their professional expression to the people they should.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's always been tricky. Like, where are you getting your info from? Who's delivering that info? And, who's there listening to the info? The recipients of this information, right? So, I don't think there's a, I don't think there's a good, I don't think there's a clear-cut answer to that, right? So I think as a recipient, you check out different sources and you try to determine what's what, who makes the most sense, who could apply to you. A lot of people. It's almost like diets, right? So many different diets out there, right? There's the Miami Beach diet, gluten-free diet, carnivore diet, all sorts of diets, right? They all work, right, for the most part, but not everyone works for you. So, it's more of a trial and error. So as if somebody in our line of work going from seminar to seminar, you just have to find what works for you, or who you relate to the most, and could help you grow your business. Now, as the individual delivering the information, that's another situation altogether. Who is this individual? What are their credentials? How long have they been in the industry? That's a tough one, because everybody's self-proclaimed these days. You go on Instagram, there are dozens of people that have been in mortgages 6-7 years that have all this flash and stuff on their post and delivering a basic message partially incorrectly.